Good evening.
You're too kind. Thank you, thank you.
I am Mark Wasserman. Together with my big brother Craig, we are known as the Pop Brothers at Law, California attorneys handling all areas of cannabis business licensing and regulations, as well as all areas of criminal defense. Due to our large social media presence, well over 1 million followers, and our educational videos have over 800 million views, we've created the Pop Brothers at Law worldwide attorney referral network system where we help connect people in need all over the globe with good, honest, ethical attorneys that we actually vet out. Now, most importantly, we teach people 25 simple words known as the script and to shut the fuck up when cops ask questions. We have trademarked and copyrighted Shut the Fuck Up and the script, and we are here live tonight to educate and medicate, and right now we are medicating, well, I'm medicating on West Coast Cure Hardcore OG. Oh, so we have some West Coast Cure fans. You probably know, and if you don't know, the creator of West Coast Cure, well, he created the creator of the West Coast Cure, his son, Jay Cures.
Yeah, don't give me all the credit. I'll take all the credit.
So I'm smoking Hardcore OG. It's indica based because I need it. I need the indica because if I didn't have it, I'd probably be shooting out the roof. So I got try to mellow out a little bit, smoke the indica. What are you smoking on, big brother?
Tonight, Hardcore OG.
There you go. So we get into some hot takes, right? This first segment, hot takes, and a lot of hot topics, a lot of things going on, particularly in and around cannabis and its legalization and why, well, you know,
there's federal level especially.
Well, let's point out, there's 4 states left out of 50 that still say it's a felony and they could take you to jail. Why isn't there federal legalization? I know why. Big brother, why do you think it might change? Something happened with Chuck Schumer, who has been a longtime advocate for the legalization of cannabis. Just dropped something today. What's going on, big brother?
Yeah, how about this?
Use the mic.
That might even help better. Yeah, right. The Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act would decriminalize weed at a federal level and allow states, which is what they're doing anyways, but to really allow states to make their own laws regarding legalization of cannabis. And it sounds like maybe it's a first good step, but they still have overtaxation and regulation in the bills that they currently have. The new bill, I haven't got to look at the whole thing, stay tuned, but it still wants to tax and overregulate cannabis at the state level, like in California. That's already failing horribly, and I hope what they currently have, I mean, at least it's going to get a say in the Senate. Prior to this last administration,
it's going to die in the Senate. It always dies in the Senate. Hold on.
Well, normally it did on the floor. It lied on the floor. That's what happened to the bills. But now it's actually going to go before a committee, and we'll see what happens. But that in and of itself is good, but the ultimate bill itself, I don't know. It's going to be like California. They're going to fuck it up.
Does it even have a chance to pass? Are the Republicans on the Senate going to is it even going to pass?
You know what? It's funny. There's a Republican bill that hasn't been moved on, which actually I like a lot better than the plan that they have right now, because they're not going to tax it, and that's, a more conservative approach, is not taxing as much. And the way it's framed now, it's going to be overtaxed at the state and city, and the illegal market will just never, ever, ever go away.
We see that here in California right now. And speaking of the California market and something near and dear to our heart and clients, Weed for Warriors, they just initiated a big campaign, an ad campaign.
They're calling out state representatives, whether they're reps or whether they're senators, and they're putting up billboards in their district highlighting the fact that they voted against cannabis access for veterans. And they're plastering their name. They're putting that they vote against this because I think you have the article, Mark. The number of veteran deaths due to opioids is astonishing. It's just ridiculous. And it's been proven time and time again that cannabis helps you get off of opioids and it causes you not to commit suicide. It helps all those things. And it's just, we have a lot of veteran friends, and Sean Kieran, Weed for Warriors Project, who's in charge of those billboards, is they're just taking it to the politicians. So.
Well, no, it's absolutely, please, because it's important.
What do you guys think of that? What do you think of that?
You know, I have a question. Is everybody here registered to vote? Who's not? Is anybody here not registered to vote? If you have even the nerve to stand up, if you're not. And if you know somebody who's not, everything we're talking about right now, these billboards that are going up are for everybody to see, so you know who not to vote for.
I mean, and I don't know if they're going to target city council, but city council is really where it all starts. Because without the city permitting cannabis, we still have less than a third of the cities in the state of California. Less than a third allow cannabis businesses.
I mean, if you think about that, and
but we could go. I mean, we can give you those stats all day long. But the important part is to know who you're voting for and get out and vote. And your vote does count. It really, really, really does. I mean, you know, I've been voting since I was 18, and I'm 60, and I voted every time I could. Whether
70.
Whether it helped or not, who knows? But we do know there are elections that are so close that one vote does count. So.
And it starts at
Get
the
off
local
our high horse
level.
about whatever you vote on, just vote.
It starts at the local level too. Remember that. City, county, you want to be involved in all of it. And I think we're ready. We have a special guest who's involved in a lot of different things, and we've had a chance to know him personally, as a friend, as a client, as a little brother. And he's been through a lot, and we're honored to have him as our first guest talk about so many things, from cannabis, medicinal use, to addiction, being in prison, being an artist and performing. Everybody, I want to introduce the Sober Junkie. And yes, if anyone saw, I did give him my car keys earlier. My car is still here. You know, if you know him, then you know, I don't know, 10, 15, 12, however many years ago, he was on TV in a car chase from the police. So he's been through a lot. Sober Junkie, thanks for being here, man. Made it all the way from Vegas. This guy got on a plane this morning. I called him yesterday. Hey, we're doing a thing, and we want you to come down. So everybody, again, Sober Junkie.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
All right. So excited.
Well, actually, I am a little bit nervous because it's dope. You know, I do music, right? And I do the social media thing. But, you know, you're behind your phone, and it's super easy, right? We'll get so comfortable. But all this energy inside this room right now, I can't ignore it, man. I just fucking love it.
It's great.
Well, and we're going to get a glimpse into your life. We don't have as much time. You know, I'd like 3 days to sit here and talk to this guy. But, you know, real quick, you know, the quick version of
synopsis.
Why you went to prison. What, drugs, right? What were your drugs of choice that led you to prison? We know it started with a car accident and back pain, and that's how the addiction started.
So you want to run them through that real quick?
Yes.
So I got in a really bad automobile accident, right? And there was a lawsuit behind it, right? There was some money going to be involved, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to the doctor. They're pumping me full of shit. They had me on 240 oxycodone. You know what I'm saying? And like 100 and something, I think it was 120.
And see, and then the good, quick version is he got addicted to those. They pulled it away from him, said, you can't have that anymore all of a sudden.
He knows the story so well.
I do. And I wish we had more time, but no,
I'll go on and on and on, y'all. I love to talk.
You got addicted to what?
No, so I got addicted to the opiates, right? And then all of a sudden it was over with, y'all. And the doctor was like, hey, you ain't gonna be taking those no more. You're gonna feel a little bit of discomfort, so on and so forth. You're gonna be all right. Thanks, see you later, bye. And I was kicking like a motherfucking chicken. And a buddy of mine was like, yo, my brother got this shit. It's cheaper. You know, you wanna go try to find some pills, we could do that. But hey, you know what I'm saying? And so
So you turned to?
I turned to heroin.
And that led down a really,
Boy, let me
without
tell you.
going through it, a really bad path to, what, a decade
Solitary.
in and out of prison.
Yep, in and out of prison.
And
In the shoe.
Until...
I paroled out of the shoe. Corcoran shoe was my last term that I did.
So, but at the end of all of that, you turned to the beautiful plan of cannabis.
So look,
Correct?
y'all.
So
Yeah.
you're our exit gateway poster child.
That's what I tell everybody, because me and him talk about it.
See, no,
it
that-
wasn't my gateway, it was my exit.
What was the day when I think it was your wife who told you have a joint? Wasn't that the day?
No, because my ex-wife was like, listen, you're killing yourself. You're doing this shit in front of my kids. I can't have you do that. It's either get straight or you got to go. That's it. And she was like, yo, you know, people with weed, like, can't you get some weed? And I was like, weed? What the fuck? I'm shooting heroin and you want me to smoke some weed? What's that gonna do? Yeah, just being real. And she was like, well, that's all you can get, because anything else than that, you can just do it moving.
And that's what you did, and
I smoked the weed, and I did a 12-step program, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I hid the fact that I was smoking weed, and guess what? It fucking worked for me. That's my shit.
you had to hide it. Yeah, that's a
I
problem.
did have to hide it because it's a no-no, right? It's a no-no inside the program. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Cannabis ain't for everybody. That's real as fuck. But it was for me. You know what I'm saying? And it not only gave me my life back, I'm living my fucking dream, y'all. Like, it's just bananas.
Let's hear it for Sober.
Thank you, guys.
See, and he can. Are we ready with those videos? Okay. We'll get to the videos because we've got some videos that I know you'll be able to relate to.
Absolutely.
Because you wish you knew how to shut the fuck up long before you met us,
Bro,
right?
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
But
You know that I
honestly-
actually-
But honestly, though, just to put it in perspective of how bad opiates are, me bringing it always back to reality, is it probably wouldn't have mattered if you knew how to shut the fuck up during that time
Bro,
period.
I'm serious.
You probably
though, bro.
wouldn't have mattered, but it might have helped too, though. So
Well, everything that's come out of not only just your music and your experiences, but your idea for something called the Kick Kit.
Yes.
Right?
So, well, my family, One Vibe, One Tribe, the Spring family, we had put together something called a Kick Kit. And I had put it together for a long time. And I was like, yo, if I could get some purple like that and I could use that to kick heroin, all this stuff that we got now, like I got to design this perfect fucking kit, right? And it's a 7 to 10 day withdrawal kit that people can use to get off that hardcore shit, to get off the pills, to get off the Xannies, to get off the fucking perks, all of that shit that's fucking people up, that leads to heroin, at least it did for me.
there
Now
you
there's
go.
cannabis. And so the Kick Kit is it's that kit. You know what I'm saying? And inside of it, there's a lot of stuff that I won't get into because it's stuff that we're working on. But it's an exit plan with cannabis.
And more and more people are need to know that. Need to know
Absolutely.
that it's an exit drug, and far too many people wait until somebody says, "My kid, my aunt, somebody," and it's a last resort. Make it a first resort. Okay, we're ready for the videos. All right, we've got some videos that they just want us to comment on. We haven't seen them yet. They wanted to send it. I thought it'd be a little more fun to just watch them.
Hey,
Could I just ask you why you're riding their butt like that and speeding, man?
I'm running his license plate because everybody else is speeding. Why are you speeding?
I was only going 60.
Speed limit's 40.
50.
The signs.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Do
All
yourself
right.
a favor. Oh, give me the weed, too.
No, I have a.
Yeah.
I have
no
a medical
shit.
marijuana card.
Step out.
I have a card.
Step out.
All right, stop, man.
You want to fucking run your mouth? No problem. You came to the right guy. Step out.
All right, stop.
Come on. Where's the marijuana?
I have it in my car, but I have
Where's
a
the
weed
card?
card. I have a weed card.
6 feet apart. Right now you're just being detained. You're not under arrest.
All right.
The blue car
Yeah, which one?
was tailing me.
Yeah.
While I was pacing a tractor trailer looking for a motor vehicle violation because the
Okay.
governor's office has gotten multiple complaints on traffic stops.
I know.
Okay?
I know that.
So we're out doing our thing.
Okay.
He decides to pass me and flip me off.
All right, Spino, I'm sorry, dude.
All right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So who the fuck do you think you are worried about what I'm doing?
Okay. You're right.
I know I'm right, goddammit. No shit. I was following that kid for a reason. And if you hadn't done that fucking stupid stunt, I'd be with him right now. But no, you just couldn't leave it alone, could you? You had to be a fucking American. God help help you if there's anything illegal in this car. Is it in the original dispensary container? What? Is it in the original dispensary container? No. Then you're fucked. How's that sound? No shit. Mind your own fucking business next time. Yeah, it's called shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I was driving along, I was gonna head to a simple citation that I keep, but no. You gotta be, why am I speeding? I'm doing my fucking job. Connecticut General Statute 14-298 allows law enforcement officers to disregard the traffic laws in the performance of their duties. How the fuck am I gonna catch a speeder if I'm not speeding?
He's having a bad day.
Yeah, you can say that again.
But that's a good example of the type of cop that you might run into.
Right there. You want it on paper or not?
I found the grab.
Is it in the original dispensary container? No shit. Turn
What a
around.
waste, though. That's a
Right?
waste.
That kind of hurt my feelings.
You could have given that to a patient who needed a vet.
Absolutely. There you go.
Mind your own business and be on your way. Don't you ever fuck with me again.
Hey, can you be safe?
Yeah, wait for it.
Well, so that's a good example of an aggressive cop that they're out there. Also, if this guy would have just shut the fuck up to begin with and only used our 25-word script, it wouldn't have set that guy off. You know, and that's the problem with interactions with the police, and you veer from our 25 words that you use politely, and you start saying other things. You never know who knows what happened to or what his wife did or didn't do to him that morning. He was pretty pissed off. So
He was not in a good mood.
Hey, I would hate to run into that guy because they already look at me and they're like, oh, this motherfucker.
Where's the marijuana at? You do have marijuana. I can smell it. It's probably right there, right you're grabbing right there in your pocket.
He said,
Yeah, South Carolina.
Oh, no? So there's no marijuana in here whatsoever. You're high as a kite right now. You're so high right now, it's not even funny.
They're fucked.
Okay. That's the story we're sticking with.
Let me tell you how this goes. If you hand it to us and it's a small amount, you get a ticket, you go on your merry way. We have to search the car and find it, and there's a bunch in here, then everybody goes to jail. So if it's in the car, you need to give it up.
Okay, you're so unbelievably nervous. I can feel your heart. All right, beating through your jacket and through your eye drops.
my God, I'm being arrested and interrogated.
Is
he getting filled
what do you have
out?
on you that I need to know about?
he said, I feel it through your
Nothing.
high drops.
So underneath the driver seat is where this bag was. Inside the bag, I've got PWID marijuana, multiple baggies marijuana with this one loose inside. It's got a set of scales to go with it.
Listen up,
that's
guys.
sales.
Listen to me very carefully, okay? Do you guys have anything inside your underwear, underneath your testicles, and your butt crack? Because this is the thing.
No, bro.
The vehicle is clean that you guys are getting ready to go into. Please
Bro,
listen
It's
to
an
me.
invasion of privacy.
You're not listening to me.
You ain't gotta touch me, bro. Don't touch me. I didn't touch you. Don't touch me. I hear you, bro.
Are you done with the attitude?
You done touching me?
140, 121. I'm kind of headed that way, so let me know if
You know what? Don't even worry about it. Whatever they bring to jail, let us know. We'll just put felony charges on them from there.
Good detective.
All right. Looks like our driver was probably selling some marijuana. Looks like possession with intent to distribute marijuana.
I thought they said if you tell us where it is, they were just going to let him go.
Bro,
That's what they do.
that's what they always
Like,
say.
I mean, it's
It's just a shame, man. You don't see those pullovers and getting all the guns out of the back of the trunk they shouldn't have, and you see them with a bag of weed. Oh my God!
And that's South Carolina.
And that's South Carolina,
Right.
so that smell is probable cause. But they did the right thing. They shut the fuck up. Who knows what happened? But it'll give someone the chance to come argue. If they catch a case, they could argue it was unreasonable search and seizure, and they didn't have the right to go into the car. That's an argument that can be made, whether you win or not, who knows, on the judge. But at least you have the argument. If you sit there going, yeah, look, I got a little bit, then the door's open and that's it. You're done.
Does everyone know our 25-word script? I'm curious. Who doesn't? We'll have to go through that.
We'll do that at the end, maybe.
Can we see the next video? All right, the next video. Thank you for bearing with me.
I'm just explaining this to
You don't have permission to search.
Hey, I'm not searching the car. Step back. Step back. I'm not searching it. I'm looking in it.
Okay, don't try to tell me what I need to do. Stay right there and don't get up. 2317, is there a K9 available?
Is there something we need to know about?
No, there's nothing, but he doesn't have permission to search my vehicle.
That was actually a good thing to say.
Nathan, the dog alerted, that gives us probable cause to get in that car. Just tell me, man. Is it something small, little weed? Is that what it is? Just talk to me.
I don't want to incriminate myself.
Okay, so you're telling me just basically what you're saying is there's either a pipe in there or there's a little bit of marijuana. Okay? If you tell me right now and it's just some personal use, here's what we'll do with it. We won't take you to jail. If you tell me straight up what it is.
Come on, you gonna crack? Who's gonna crack
then we'll
in the
just deal
crowd?
with that, which might mean a ticket.
This is where they get you to crack.
The way they make it seem, bro.
That's it.
Where's it gonna be?
It's in my trunk.
In the very back?
That's all right.
He crashed. Let's see what happens.
Other containers in the.
Who think he's gonna get let go?
A little bit of marijuana.
Who think he's gonna go and get cuffed?
Bro.
Some pipes.
Oh my
That's a
God!
Jerome
It's
Baker.
a lab. It's a weed lab.
Okay, so this is the Pelican case you're telling me about.
Oh no!
Okay. What do you got to say about that? That looks more like that gets used on a regular basis to me than just.
Like,
every
what
now
does
and
it
again,
matter?
right?
On weekends.
Like, what is it their
So it's a party
business?
kit.
How often you do it anyways?
Okay.
I just carry it around in a bag instead.
No, party in a box right there.
Oh my
I like
God!
it. I don't like it.
It'd be okay if you just had a little
I like the
baggie.
I like the fact that you're
I think
organized.
You would appreciate the tactical Pelican case, but.
I do like that.
Well, I was raised a redneck too, you know. I ain't just a total pussy liberal from Oregon. You know, I got 30-06 and I'm, you know, a man. I'm a free American. And you're arresting me for doing something the founding fathers used to do. This is wrong.
Founding fathers were smoking weed?
Arrested. He said arrested. He wasn't going to get arrested.
That Thomas Jefferson did. He was weed as well. But I mean, the fact is,
You think this is past the 25
you're
words?
Taking something that's in there that doesn't hurt anybody. I mean, how is this not totalitarianism?
That's legislative. See, he's got to go to city council.
Is marijuana legal in Idaho?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It should be.
Am I upholding the law by taking that away
You're
from you?
upholding an unjust law.
Okay. All right, we're being cool to you. We're going to give you a ticket, and you get to go free tonight.
Hey, you got a ticket.
You got a ticket.
At least they didn't go to jail, man.
Well,
Shit.
I think the cop knew that it was just too little of an amount, but still, it just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, because they
all did it.
push that hard because they know they don't have the cause, and if they go in without it, they're gonna have to fight about it later with someone like us. So that's why they so try to get you to consent, to let them do it because they've promised it's not gonna be a big deal.
They make a lot of promises.
Don't they?
They lie. They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, all in an effort to make you talk. And I think it's important that videos like this are shared so you can see what exactly not to do. And that trunk is the safest place that they got to get a warrant to get into unless they have other reason. Or, like he said, consent and go right in. Otherwise, it's so hard to get in that trunk. All right, the next segment we got is Weed the People. Weed the People. Nice play on words somebody found. I know it's been out there for a while, but our take on it is going over laws in different areas and pointing out some differences. For instance, if you go to New York versus California and the laws that pertain to smoking.
Boy, New York got that right.
Yes,
Boy,
come on.
They get that
Tell
right.
us about New York.
Anywhere you can smoke a cigarette, you can smoke a joint. Anywhere. I stood in Times Square and just lit up a big fat one and looked around. There was cops looking around, and I'm still looking over my shoulder going, this is real? I don't know, man. I've been doing this 60 years. When I smoked a joint here in California when I was, young, it was a felony. But yeah, to be able to stand there in Times Square and anywhere you want is incredible. California, Mark, if it's adult use.
First of all, adult use.
No medical recommendation.
Nowhere.
You can't. It's like
In public.
anywhere, but you have to be in somewhere private.
Cannot smoke in public. So that is why you get the physician's recommendation. With the physician's recommendation in California, there become 5 places you cannot smoke. Everywhere else where people are lighting up cigarettes, joints, and things like that, vapes and cigars and everything else.
Except private property again where...
Right, well, that's part of what I'm about to say.
Right.
So there's 5 places you cannot smoke at all, which 1,000 feet from a school or youth facility, in a motor vehicle that's operating, while operating a boat, on a school bus, and in a no smoking zone. And that's the no smoking zone is where, like amusement parks, like Disneyland, there's a smoking area, but they'll kick you out if you're smoking a joint, or they catch you and they'll take your. We've had people had vapes taken away and things like that. So that's private area, their own. That would be a no smoking zone. There are cities like Manhattan Beach, no smoking zone cities, where you just can't smoke anything. So in California, a lot of people think, oh, I can just go light up wherever I want, which, I don't know many people getting bothered, but the fact of the matter is, a cop can use that because, hey, now a law is being broken. And then they can start.
Or they're not doing too much about it.
No.
I was in Vegas where it's the same way, where it's not legal to smoke it on the strip, walking down the sidewalk, but everybody's doing it.
That part.
Everybody thinks it's legal. That's how can we get cases from people who come to California and leave thinking, oh, I got it legally. Why can't I fly with it?
Well, that's a good contrast to look at too, because people come here and they don't know the smoking laws, let alone the laws about bringing cannabis back to where they came from. And they might be 5 ounces. They went to a couple shops. They went an ounce here, an ounce there. They didn't do anything illegal, but they put it in their backpack and went through LAX and then spent the night in jail on a felony because you cannot transport any amount out of the airport.
We get a lot of those.
And it's sad because people think, because that's all they see, it's legal in California, and over here it's legal. It's legal. It's not legal anywhere. Partial legalization, there's still limits and laws, and you have to know those limits and laws, especially when you're traveling, which is why we like to point out the differences in laws, especially surrounding cannabis, when you're traveling from different states. Even, it's horrible to say, but from county to county, there's feelings about it. So what do you think, Sober Junkie, about the smoking laws? Well, you live in Vegas, in Nevada.
Right.
I mean, now, I know you don't care much for laws, but, what?
Well, I mean, I just, I smoke where I smoke, and I try to respect people. I try to respect, especially if there's kids around, stuff like that. I try to keep it cool. I'll try to walk over here off in the cut a little bit,
Yeah,
not
that's your
gonna be
typical. That's your typical stoner.
Like, my son was telling me yesterday, he's like, hey, Dad, I didn't tell you, but the other day me and Mikey were talking. And he was tripping out, man, because the first time he came over, you're just sitting there on the couch, rolling up your weed. You go outside, you smoke, you're just, doing your thing. And he was
Normalize
like, wow.
it.
Yeah, my kids
But
are like,
to him,
that's
it
wrong.
wasn't so normal,
What's wrong
right?
with that, bro?
But to his friend, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, his friend was
What's
tripping.
going on?
His friend was tripping.
Well, and that's to get away from kid walking in saying, hey, making a glass of vodka or cracking a beer or drinking something.
You ain't gonna see none of that at my house. You ain't gonna see no alcohol. All you're gonna see is cannabis. That's it.
That's it.
You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
That's all anybody needs. I think we're ready to take a little break and go into some Q&A. I heard some people might have some questions for me and my brother. So I think we're gonna get out of the way so they can clear the set. Ladies and gentlemen, performing his newest, I don't even know if it's
I'm
released
gonna toss this down. Who wants some weed?
The Sober Junkie, ladies and gentlemen.
Babe, take this. Turn that up. What's going on, y'all? Too many times I died once I gave my heart away. This silly life of mine made another scar today. How many times I said I'd tell you what my heart would say? Now's the time, yes, now's the time. Too many times I died once I gave my heart away. This silly life of mine made another scar today. How many times I said I'd tell you what my heart would say. Now's the time, yes, now's the time. Deal breaker, real hater. Never been took off love, I still chase her. Love elevator, sent to the paper. Stop what you say, don't put your savior. Get on my hope today, into the most of me. Might make a dose of pain, might need a dose today. I'm gonna do impress, I'm gonna lose this race. Headed to the taste, like a face full of mace. Said I'm losing my mind, I'm falling down the drain again. I'm losing my mind, I'm falling on till the end. Too many times I died once I gave my heart away. This silly life of mine made another scar today. How many times I said I'd tell you what my heart would say. Now's the time, yes, now's the time. Too many times I died once I gave my heart away. This silly life of mine made another scar today. How many times I said I'd tell you what my heart would say. Now's the time, yes, now's the time. I'm losing, I'm losing, I'm losing. Please don't lose me. Speak to me, speak to me, speak to me. Please speak to me. I'm losing, I'm losing, I'm losing. Please don't lose me. Speak to me, speak to me, speak to me. Please speak to me. What's up, man? Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
All right, let's hear it for Sober Junkie. Let's hear it.
Wait there.
I started to run off to you.
All right, we're gonna close out. Thank you, Sober Junkie. Forget, don't fall, big brother. All right, the last thing we want to do, how we're gonna end all our shows. I think you know the script. Most of you do. If you don't, you're going to learn it right now. And this is something me and my brother do on our Instagram and other social media pages where we do the script review. And audience participation, I believe you will know what to say. So, big brother, when the cops first pull you over, what do you say?
Why'd you pull me over?
And then when they ask you questions, anything at all, what do you say?
Not discussing my day.
Then they're asking more questions, harassing you, scaring you, lying to you, trying to intimidate you.
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
And
That's
then,
a tough one to get out.
If detained, what do you have to say?
I invoke the fifth.
And then, everybody here at Cannabis Capitol watching Pop Brothers at Law Live, what do?
Shut the fuck up!
That's right. Shut the fuck up.
That's it.
Shut the fuck up and everybody get the fuck out.
Hey!
Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all for coming out.